Hello, dear friends. I hope we've all had a great week. Welcome to our weekly Communities of Practice Sunday check-in session, a half hour of Dharma reflection and community connections. If you are a new member of our community, please accept our wholehearted welcome and know that if you're unsure or have any questions about our practices and topics, we're all here to help. And if you're a regular, well, welcome back. So it is customary in Australia to begin any meeting by acknowledging the traditional owners of our land. So in the spirit of reconciliation, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we walk, study, and reside, the Wadi Wadi people of the Dharawal Nation, and pay my respects to the elders past, present, and emerging. I also pay my respects to the traditional custodians of the various lands on which you all are. So just a little bit about our Sunday check-in sessions. The check-in sessions have been developed by our Communities of Practice team and the entire community with the purpose of developing a reflective practice in response to our changing world. Guided by humanistic Buddhism, we would like to help each other cultivate our practices and build memorable friendships. For the first half of the year, we focused on having an overarching purpose for our sessions in addition to weekly topics. So thank you to Stephen and Warren for this suggestion. We'd also like to invite you to consider how we can connect our discussions and reflections to our daily lives. So last month, we were fortunate to have some of our good friends share their turning point stories as we focused on friendship. This month of June, we're going to start with an exploration into healing through compassion and wisdom with Xiaomeng, Tian, and Yijun. I think we could all use a bit of healing at the moment, so let's welcome Xiaomeng and Yijun to find out more.
Okay, thank you, Liam, and auspicious greetings to all. Thank you for our COP friends sharing their touching and nourishing stories with us last month. So for this month, Yijun, Chris, and I would like to explore the theme of health and healing together with you. Before that, let's start today's session with a short meditation. Taking a comfortable seat, take a couple of seconds to scan your body from top to bottom. Sense if any areas are tense. If so, take a deep breath in and out to relax that portion. Take another deep breath, and as you breathe out this time, allow your eyes to close. Continue to breathe naturally and bring your attention to the center of your chest around your heart. See if you can develop a sensation of ease, friendship, and warmth towards yourself. Allow this feeling to flow through you freely. Now imagine a person that you feel warmly towards, maybe a teacher or a close friend. Someone makes you happy when you think of them, holding them in your mind and generating feelings of loving kindness towards them as you continue to breathe naturally. As you breathe in, you wish this person happiness and fulfillment. As you breathe out, you send them joy and flourishing. Now slowly let go of that person and those feelings. Take a few breaths and notice any sensations and emotions within you. Though we focus the feeling of warmth and loving kindness on others, The brain benefits from these feelings as though we were feeling them ourselves. As a result, we relax, feel love, and improve our health. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes. So at the beginning of today's session, we first of all would like to invite you to recall, have you ever felt sad when having disagreement with the close ones, tired when failing to set up boundaries in your commitments, or powerless when hearing the news about disasters? So when encountering those negative emotions, what will you do to heal and become whole again? Some people might turn to the Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, the Guanyin Bodhisattva, for solace, since this Bodhisattva is considered to be the embodiment of compassion and the bestower of fearlessness. But you may not know that this Bodhisattva once experienced a yet-to-be wholeness too. Many kalpas ago, seeing countless sentient beings were suffering in samsara, Avalokiteshvara compassionately made a vow in front of his teacher, the Amitabha Buddha. He said, "I will liberate all sentient beings, and if my compassion and courageous mind decreases, my head will break into 10 parts, and my body just crack and fall into 1,000 pieces." After a long period of endeavor, Avalokiteshvara found that the suffering of sentient beings had now decreased at all, so he made the same vow again. However, when realizing for the third time that the situation was still not improving, Avalokiteshvara became overwhelmed with sorrow. This time, he regressed. Immediately, his head and body cracked and fell apart into pieces. Not bearing to see his student suffer, the Amitabha Buddha appeared and picked up all the pieces. Then compassionately, he blessed Avalokiteshvara's broken head into 11 faces and the broken body into 1,000 arms with an eye in each of the hands, allowing suffering to be seen as soon as it arose, and with arms to hug all the sufferers. After that, with renewed skillful means and infinite wisdom, Avalokiteshvara revived and liberated sentient beings unimpededly.
From this touching story, we know it is normal to experience negative emotions like those mentioned at the beginning. But how can we deal with the darkness within ourselves and in the world? Compassion empowers us with the passion to move forward when exposed to adverse situations. But if it is used alone, burnout may follow, like Avalokiteshvara's regression. Therefore, wisdom is important and needed. So in Tibetan Buddhism, compassion and wisdom are described as the two wings of a bird. Hand in hand, they lead the path to liberation. Venerable Master Xingyun has also demonstrated that true compassion needs to be guided by wisdom. Otherwise, compassion may lose its original goodwill. So based on right view and wisdom of emptiness, we rationally analyze the situation without attachment, courageously confronting the darkness inside us. Then, through skillful means, we address darkness with compassion and understanding, such as reflection, seeking help, and deep appreciation for all difficulties in life. In the meantime, we broaden our compassion for others. And by doing so, we realize a whole transformative way of cultivating healing and resilience. Through compassion and wisdom, we can awaken Avalokiteshvara from within to help heal not only ourselves, but also the society that has been challenged by isolation, hatred, and disagreements. We believe that darkness can be transformed and metaverse can be established as long as we work diligently and collectively. So that's a sharing from me and Xiaomeng. Now we are going to hand over the virtual stage back to Liam.
Thank you, Xiaomeng and Yijun. That was lovely. Sharing this inspiring story of the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara. I'm sure we can all relate to trying our best to be kind and compassionate and yet finding ourselves burnt out. So it's over you, dear community, to discuss the following questions. Have you ever encountered a special teacher who has demonstrated and taught you both compassion and wisdom? And please share with us your stories and your path leading to healing and resilience. So now I'll be placed in groups of 3 to 4 people to share and discuss. In the beginning, we do recommend spending a little bit of time to get to know each other, just so we can all get a little more comfortable before we share and discuss the questions. Of course, let your discussions flow as they do, but we'll provide a few little prompts here and there to guide you. Our sessions are guided by metta, unconditional love and kindness for all beings. So let's use this opportunity to express and receive loving kindness to and from each other by taking time to pause, share, and listen. Afterwards, we'll ask you all to share some of your findings with the larger group. But for now, let's break out for some rich and nourishing discussions. See you all back in 15 minutes.
Okay, hi everyone. I think everyone's back. Okay, so our group really had a very heart-touching discussions, and me and Xiaomeng also look forward to learn from your discussions. But for now, if you have any things you want to share, please type in the chat box so that the poster team can help us to share all of our compassion and wisdom in your sharing to everyone possible. So anything that you have learned from our discussion today. So I think Priscilla has tapped in. Teachers come in many different shapes and forms. They accept us, give us confidence, and let us fulfill our own potential. Yeah, I think this is so true. Everyone can be our teacher, like the teacher that is around us, but as humans, but also non-humans, as mentioned in our discussion, and also ourselves. If we really recognize ourselves as a teacher, we can also teach us, and definitely they give us confidence and fulfill our potential. And Honorable Jiewei has mentioned Moses are also our teacher. Yes, even though they are tiny and sometimes we cannot see them, but definitely they contribute a lot to the ecosystem. And I look forward to hear Honorable Jiewei to share more about Moses. So please feel free to continue typing and sharing anything you have learned and feel today, or suggestions to me and Xiaomeng that how we can lead a better session next time. So please feel free to type in. And it's 9:30, so I'll pass back to Liam to continue.
Okay, thank you, Yijun and Xiaomeng. We really hope you've enjoyed the check-in session and that it was helpful to you all. We really hope you experience the unconditional love and compassion of this community. For anyone who might be experiencing a greater need than what today could meet, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us via email. You can also reach out to the professional organizations on the screen. So we hope you've enjoyed this little introduction into healing with compassion and wisdom. Next week, we're inviting Xiaomeng and Yijun back to continue with this topic. So be sure to join us as we explore how we can learn to live harmoniously with each other and the planet we live on. We also have the Metta Festival to look forward to, a celebration of diversity in Buddhism that will feature multicultural performances, speeches, market stalls, artworks, face painting, cake stalls, and much more. It will be held by the Metta Center in Bankstown on Saturday, the 18th of June, for just $15 per person and $10 for kids. So do be sure to put that one in your calendar. It'll be a great day out. Tian Institute's virtual open day is also coming up. On the 23rd of June from 4 p.m. till 6 p.m., you'll have the opportunity to chat online with students and lecturers and find out what it's like to study at one of the most unique universities in Australia, with courses designed to help cultivate positive human values for our ever-changing world. So we talk a lot about how great NTI is, so come and join us and find out what all the fuss is about. For now though, let's check out together. And as we check out, let's recite the dedication of merits to send love and compassion to whoever is in need.
Let us now dedicate the goodness of what you have done to all living beings. May kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity pervade all worlds. May we cherish and build affinities to benefit all beings. May Chan, Pure Land, and precepts inspire equality and patience. May our gratitude and humility give rise to great vows.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining us for this Sunday check-in session. Now we'll continue with our usual post-check-in discussions, so please stay around for the next half an hour or so if you do have time. Otherwise, we'll see you all again next Sunday at 11 a.m. Thank you, everyone.